Good morning, students. We are starting with the chapter number 7 of standard 7th science. The name of the chapter is motion, force and work. Motion means अपने place से हिलना, force means जोर लगाना and work means काम करना. So let's take an example. We have a notebook which is kept on the table. Now tell me, will this notebook move on its own? So will this textbook move from one place to another if we don't touch it or if we don't move it? No, right? So to move this book, you need to apply a force. And you apply a force with your hand. And you apply a push or a pull. That means you need to put a force to pick up that book or to move that book. So when you apply a force, this book changes its position. Now if you have applied a force, that means you have done a work. That means the book has moved from one place to another. So by applying the force, you have done a work. We have already studied this chapter, this topic in standard 6, but now we are going to see this in detail. So before we start the chapter, I have a video for you, wildlife video. Let's watch it and then we'll proceed with our chapter.
Coming back here.
So coming back to the question, I have a question for you. Why do you think the cheetah was able to catch the deer? Take 2 minutes and think about it. As you know that a cheetah is the fastest land animal. Out of all the land animal, it can run the fastest. And how do you measure that how fast the object or the animal is moving? How can we measure that how fast the animal or the object is moving? Do you know? And for that, we measure their speed, right? So we are going to measure their speed. So what we are going to see is we'll be able to explain and calculate an object's speed. So now you are going to understand that how we can measure the speed of an object and what is speed. So what is speed? So speed is a scalar quantity. We have already studied what is scalar and vector quantity in the previous video, in the previous chapter. Scalar means only magnitude and not the direction. So in scalar quantity, we take only unit, or we can say only number. And in this, direction is not important, only magnitude is important. So speed is a scalar quantity which tells how fast an object is moving. So speed shows that what's the speed, how much fast the object is moving. So let us come to the second point. If the speed of the object is high, it means the object is moving fast. And if it is slow, it means the object is moving slow. So it means that if the object is moving fast, it means that the speed of that object is also fast. And if the object is moving slowly, it means that the speed of the object is also slow. And its common unit is m by s, that means meter per seconds, or km by h, that means kilometer per hour. Okay, so in the last chapter we have also studied about the unit system, MKS, CGS, FPS. So for the speed we use meter per second or kilometer per hour. So there are two units for the speed, meter per second. So we write m by s, and kilometer per hour. So we write km by h. So let's see how to calculate the speed, and for that we have a formula. So let us see what's the formula for speed. So speed is equal to distance traveled by an object divided by time taken. So as you can see in this yellow box, speed is equals to distance traveled divided by time taken. And distance traveled will be in the numerator and time taken will be in the denominator. We also have a unit table over here, which is very important, okay? And what is the use of this table that we are going to see now. So students, we know that the speed is calculated in meter per second or kilometer per hour, right? So students, whenever we are calculating speed in the meter per second, whenever we are taking the unit as meter per second, we need to remember that always the distance unit will be meter, that is m, and time taken unit will be second, that is s. So again I repeat that whenever we are calculating the speed in meter per second, so the unit of distance should be in meter and the unit of time should be in seconds. On the other hand, if we are using kilometer per hour, so always remember that distance will be calculated into kilometers and time taken will be calculated in hours. So again I repeat that whenever we are going to calculate the speed, unit of the speed in kilometer per hour, we have to take always kilometer for distance and time taken will be calculated in hours. So now we have a numerical for you. The question is, the following table shows the distance travelled and the time taken by Arman and Farhan. Find the speeds of Arman and Farhan in meter per seconds unit. So the meaning of the question is, there are two boys. The name is Arman and Farhan. So in this question it is shown that they are going to travel for a distance and there is a time for Arman and Farhan. So both is given, distance is also given and time is also given. But you need to calculate the speed of Arman and Farhan and the unit should be meter per second. So just have a look in the table. Arman has travelled 3600 meters and he has taken 1 hour time to complete his distance. Similarly, Farhan has covered 3 kilometers distance and the time taken by him is 3000 seconds. So to confuse you, the question has used different units, but you need to find out the answer in meter per seconds. So in the table here they have used kilometer and they have used here meter. Here they have used hour and there they have used seconds. Now if you go back to the question, what is the question? The question is asking the speed of Arman and Farhan in meter per seconds. So let's have a look at the unit table. We need to find out the answer in meter per second. So if we want our answer in meter per seconds, so the distance should be in meter and time should be in seconds. And over here speed formula is given. So in the yellow box, so speed is equals to distance travelled upon time taken. So let us solve first for Arman. So speed of Arman is equals to distance is 3600 meter and the time is 1 hour. So 3600 upon 1. So if you compare from the table, the numerator, that is distance, is in the meter, but the time is in the hour. So we need to convert the hour into speed. So let's take a rough column and calculate. We need to convert this 1 hour into seconds. So as we know that 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. So if 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds, so in 1 hour there are 60 minutes. So 60 seconds multiply by 60, because in 1 hour there are 60 minutes, but 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. So when we will multiply 60 with 60, we will get 3600, means 3600 seconds. So now 1 hour is equals to 3600 seconds. So finally we are going to write 1 hour is equals to 3600 seconds. So now we have converted 1 hour into seconds, that is 3600 seconds. And you can remember this also, that in 1 hour there are 3600 seconds. So we are going to convert this 1 hour into 3600 seconds. So by putting the values, we will get 36 meter upon 36 seconds. So by dividing it, we will get 1 meter per second. So we can do a simple calculation also. We have to divide 3600 with 3600. So we will get the answer 1. So we will get answer 1, and the unit will be meter per seconds. Okay, so this will be the speed of Arman. So let us come back to the Farhan. So we'll see that in Farhan's table, the distance is 3 kilometer and the time is in 3000 seconds. So we need to convert the seconds into hour, because if we need to convert this 3 kilometer into meter, because if the unit is meter per second, so the distance should be always in meter, not the kilometer. So now let us write speed of Farhan is equals to 3 kilometer. So we are going to write 3 kilometer upon 3000 seconds. So we need to convert this kilometer into meter. So 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meter. So 3 kilometer will be 3000 meter. So we are going to put the value, that is 3000 meter upon 3000 seconds. So again, if we divide both the units, we will get 1 meter per second. So we got the values, we got the speeds of Arman and Farhan. So the speed of the Arman and Farhan is same. I hope you all have understood how to find out the speed.